What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I am checking out the 10 more figures you should add to your Christmas list. Now, this is the Bougie edition, so we're doing big, expensive figures, man. So these are old figures, new figures, and yeah, man, I hope you guys are going to like this list, so let's get right into it. And yeah, Cannonball is definitely not on this list. So yeah, just forget him. The reason I'm making this video is because A, thank you for 5,000 views on a video. That's huge. B, you guys said that you had these figures before. So I was like, all right, you know what? I guarantee you, most of you guys aren't going to have every single one of these figures. All right. I have gone through thick and thin to get each and every one of these figures to figure out, you know, all different kinds of genres, from the comics to the movies to the old cartoons to character exclusives. Like, dude, we've got everything, man, and we're starting out with number 1. Now, the first figure you should ask for Christmas is a Generations Drift. Generations Drift is super, super cool, dude. I really dig this guy's transformation. I love his robot mode. Now, mine's a little beat up. Obviously, you can see the paint scratches and everything. Also, I got mine for $7, so, you know, and he's got 3D printed swords. But even though that's the case, I really like him. I think there's a lot that this figure has to offer, even though it's a little dated. Articulation's pretty sweet on this dude. He's got an awesome head sculpt. And his drift, man, he's pretty sought after. And, you know, I see him going up there. Now, if you can't afford yourself a drift, but you still want to experience the mold, I think Blur is a good opportunity to do that. But yeah, man, drift. All right, the next figure on this list is going to be Legacy Sandstorm. Now, I was kind of not sure if I wanted to have this figure on this list because, you know, Sandstorm's not exactly the best figure. He's got some issues, man, but I think the good outweighs the bad on this one, where Sandstorm has been a figure that I've definitely been eyeing forever, that being the Generations one or this one. I just really love what they did. Now, I think this guy's huge selling point is that solidity. I really think they knocked it out of the park with that. Now, I think his one issue in robot mode isn't even the kibble, it's this. But outside of that, man, there's not much that I have a problem with in terms of this robot mode. And this whole figure overall is really nice. Definitely one of the best leaders to come out this year. Probably top 3, top 4 in terms of the best. You guys let me know if you agree with that down in the comments. But Sandstorm, the only triple changer on this list, by the way. So, yeah, I mean, who's going to pass up a chance to get a triple changer, man? Super cool. And he comes with an awesome little cage, and he comes with some cool guns. Like, I think you guys would really enjoy this figure. Now, next up, we're really going to start emphasizing the expensive part of this. So, we have Blitzwing. This dude goes for so much on the aftermarket, it's not even funny. I had to raise my camera. He goes for a lot. I got lucky. I paid, I think, $55 for this one. You know, pretty solid price, right? Maybe I paid $50. I don't remember. But whatever I paid, he's so good. If you can afford this thing, I would so recommend it, because this figure, he does have some issues with this and with that. But if you just, there are ways to fix it. I just haven't been able to get to them yet. A, because I'm lazy, and B, because I don't really know exactly how to fix them, so I'm going to have to do my research, but I know they are fixable. Anyways, Blitzwing is such a fun figure. He's got so much to offer, so much to enjoy, and I think, you know, I've talked to a lot of people, and he's definitely up there with a lot of people in terms of what are their favorite Studio Series figures. He's up there for me, and I think he'd be up there for you. Now, this isn't exactly a figure, but this is more of a set. This is introducing the Fractured Friendship. Please don't fall. Stand up. Stand up. There. And Orion Pax. So we have Megatron and Pax. Love this set. Now, this set, I think Shadow Striker's holding the sword for this Megatron here. But, you know, Megatron, I think, just presents such a cool design element. Yes, it's the Siege Megatron that we've seen 10 billion times. But even with that, I think that with the new remolding, all the accessories, man. Holy crap, he has like 7 accessories, it feels like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he has 5, so, you know, we're somewhat close. But, you know, I think the remolding and the paint and all the details that this dude has really, really freshens him up for me. But what really makes this pack is the Prime. Listen, this is one of the rare 10 out of 10 Hasbro figures for me. Now, my standards are a little lower when it comes to Hasbro figures, right? They're on a bit of a budget, of course, so they can't do as many things. Obviously, this guy has some things I would change, but overall, man, they're just like little nitpicks, like the shoulders, but just not being the best in terms of how they look. But in terms of a figure, man, holy crap, he's just got it all. Like, he can do that. He's just phenomenal. He's so good. Seriously, man, he will be up there when it comes to figure of the year. I can't confirm that he'll be figure of the year because we've got a figure on here that's definitely up there too. But even with that, Optimus, or shall I say Orion, and Megatron are figures that you need to have. Now here's one I bet you weren't expecting at all. How about some Hunt for the Decepticons Terra Dive? Now, I was actually going between this and Hunt for the Decepticons Deep Dive, but I figured Terra Dive, another, I guess they both have dive in their name, that's pretty fun, but Terra Dive is just so unique, so interesting. I've done a review of this dude. If you're curious, go check it out. Him, Mindwipe, and his little buddy, what is his name? I don't know, it doesn't matter. Him, but, you know, in that review, I basically said that his design is just so unique, so interesting. He comes with a freaking spear that expands and retracts, and his transformation is so interesting, so fun, and this figure just presents so many cool things that, like, you just never would have thought would have been in a Jetformer, but yet here he is with this wacky design just coming out of left field, even on this list, but as a figure too. He just does so many weird and unusual things that you never would have thought of, but now you're looking at it, you're like, holy crap, this is the coolest thing ever. And that's what I felt when I first handled this figure. When I first transformed it, I was like, whoa, there's no way that's gonna, oh my gosh, that goes there. And it did, and I was just super happy with this thing. And I really hope that if you do decide to get this figure, that same feeling that I have, you feel. Because if you've ever felt that feeling, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, we gotta raise the camera up for these next ones. How about some Masterpiece? Shockwave. You guys know that this is a top 5 favorite figure of mine. Now, this is the KO, so I know. Boo!
Boo this man!
Whatever. I don't care. The quality, even on a KO, is nuts, right? Nuts. He feels super dense, super solid, lots of die cast, very nice, clicky, very great feeling ratchets. He's got very nice articulation too, especially for a Masterpiece of his time. Cool LED gimmicks. Like, look at that. Like, I haven't had as much fun with a figure in a while. And he fell. Let's stand him back up. This figure is just so special to me. And, you know, getting a KO, it does sort of make it, like, for me, it doesn't change anything. But maybe it will for you. But I love this figure so much. He's so cool. He's awesome. And I really want you guys to give this figure a try. Like, if there's, I'd probably give you guys a list. Maybe I'll do a video of that at some point. Of just figures that a lot of people aren't really too sure about. Like, I think he'd be on there. Like, that you should give him a try. Give him a chance. Because having this in your collection is just, he's bonkers, dude. I can't put it into words. I'm trying to figure it out how to put this into words, and I can't. So, just buy it, and then tell me. And of course, I would be a fool to not have 86 Optimus on this list. Why wouldn't I? He's just so good, dude. Like, he will be top 2 for figure of the year. Easily. This guy has gotten so much positive feedback. He's just it. Everything. Just everything. I'm going to talk about him more in a future video. Trust me. And probably more videos to come. But, you know, for now, just get him. Please, just get one. And just save the rest for later. It's 86 Optimus. It's nothing more needs to be said. Now for a big boy. Jetfire. I have to put him way back here so he fits in screen. Yeah, he got reissued. And I'm glad because Jetfire is definitely one of the best commanders. Mine is yellowed a little, but who cares, right? He's just big, he's chunky, comes with a ton of accessories, and he's highly articulated, good robot mode, good alt mode, and, you know, awesome design. Probably the best Jetfire we've gotten ever. I don't know, him or Masterpiece, but for 90 bucks, dude, it doesn't get much better than this. And just get Steve. Why? Because he's Steve, first of all. Get Steve. Steve orders you to get Steve. He's fun, he's little, he's got a cool little transformation. Get the APC one or the OG one, but, you know, APC one's pretty cheap. Shozy Store, probably. TF Safari, get it there. He's great. He's fun. Cool robot mode, cool alt mode, cool transformation. Great all the way around. Now, I would normally be flipped around as in my review station, but he doesn't really fit. So, Tidal Wave, I had to include one Titan, right? This is the Bougie edition. Tidal Wave probably seemed like the best one to have here because he's the most recent. I was going to do like the Nemesis and stuff, but she's like a little too expensive. I was also going to have 86 Magnus, but that's also a little too expensive. But I figured Tidal Wave was pretty decent dude to have on here. Just for the sake of being Tidal Wave, man. Like, what more is there that you can ask for? It's him or the Fans Hobby. The Fans Hobby one's coming out soon, but if you're collecting Hasbro figures, then this is the one to get. Love this figure. I was actually going to make a review on it, but I realized I was kind of late to the game, and people probably wouldn't watch it. But, you know, he's here and he's being talked about, so, you know, he's really great. Love all the little things that this guy has, from the little mini Dark Fleet, from just the big dude himself, the articulation. Obviously, the robot mode is super accurate, and the transformation's interesting, fun. Love it. The details and the paintwork are just exceptional. I just think that is just an excellent release. So, you tell me, which figure, even if you can't afford any of these figures, which I don't blame you, some of these figures are super duper expensive, but if you had to get one of these figures, what would it be? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys think. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want more of these style videos of like these sort of lists. And yeah, man, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. That being said, Stellaris